ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another book review. As you can see, I am reviewing Paths, the book 2 in the Killer series. Now, this book also has another cover, so I'm going to show it to you. Sorry, I'm walking around getting ready for work. Cover number 2, or 1, whichever you prefer, ladies. We know which one we like. Anyway, so I'll just review it on this one, I don't care. So, book 2 Paths is about Grady. You met him in book 1. And the killers, if you don't know, also, little FYI, I was mad at Grady before I even started this book because what he did in book 1. I was mad at him. So, I was a little upset at my Grady man. But anyway, so before I get into the review, hit that like button, subscribe, comment below if you've read this series or any of the other Brent Asher series, which one's your favorite. Share the video so other people find out about her. Okay, so, The Killers is about a bunch of off-the-book government assassins who have retired or are now training their replacements. That's the best that pretty much sums it up. So, Grady, you meet him in book 1, and he does something really stupid. He's got the itch to go back into the field. He can't settle down. And he was just basically, it's knowledge that Grady retired because his co-worker and friend crew was like, I see what's going on. You're losing your edge. You can't do this anymore. Grady kind of concedes, and then it's like, I have to go back out. I want to go back out. Well, of course, Grady slips up and he gets hurt. Which, okay, he's got to get hurt for his book to come. I get it. So, in Grady's book, he is hurt. He's fighting, getting rehabilitated because he got hurt. And in walks the female main character. I have changed this lady's name to Ava. I'm not sure why. In my head, I changed her name. I believe her name is Maya. And she comes. She is, a beautiful young woman. And she's got a secret. She's running from a mobster ex-fiance that won't let her go. That's obsessed with her. And I told my friend, I said, that's just so convenient. She just happens to end up living near Grady. And my friend was like, you're being a brat. She goes, you're in one of those moods. You're going to dissect every little thing in my book. I was like, yeah. She was like, I'm not talking to you. Finish reading the book and tell me how you like it. I will say this. I like the book, but both the characters got on my nerves. You guys, you know how sometimes you just read it and you're just not clicking with characters. And my friend was like, I really thought you would like him. I said, I like Grady as a character. Just reading his story, it didn't click for me. It did not click for me. And I'm like, what is going on? But I love how when Grady realized that he was kind of obsessed with her and she needed protection, he was all in. Like, she was working 2 jobs at the tasting room with Addie, of course, and at a nursing home called The Ranch. She was the activities director, because in reality she was a physical therapist, but she needed to get into the job, so she took the activities directors. And guys, I love the scenes with the elderly, because let me tell you, I worked in a nursing home, and some of them elderly, she had them right on point. I was like, yes, I loved it. I love how, Grady embraced them, all of it. Maya, she's a great character. She was a little whiny and a little hypocritical, and I'm going to tell you why. And ladies, if you read Darkman, you know we're all a little bit of hypocritical and all crazy, because I'll tell you what, some of these guys, huge red flags. I'd be like, keep it walking. Even if you're the great love of my life, I can't deal with you. Because Maya left her ex-fiance because he cheated on her. Which, yes, you're scum. You're cheating on me. We've been together how long? And he became obsessed. She found out that he was a mobster and that he killed someone. And I was kind of like, okay. But she didn't really do anything until herself got threatened. And then she vanished. But then you hook up with a known assassin who's killed everybody because in your mind he did it for the right reasons. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, if life was black and white, they're both killers. Let's be honest. Now, us morally gray people, we be like, okay, he did it for the right reason, and that's how when I don't like when people say, well, this isn't just black and white. No, life is not black and white. It's shades of gray and white. We all got to go. Anyway, I'm done. Read The Killers. It is a good book. I was just being a brat, dissecting everything. I was in one of my moods. Grady and Maya were a wonderful character. I hope we meet back up with some of the characters that got introduced with this book, because some of them people, like the older man Foxy, he stood out as my favorite. He's that ornery old man who think he's still a player. We met Grady's sisters. They are wonderful. I'm wondering if one of Grady's sisters hooks up with another character in this series. That would be awesome. That would drive Grady crazy. But all in all, even though I was being a brat, I did enjoy the book. They just got on my nerves. We all have those days when characters get on your nerves and people are like, I don't understand. I'm like, look, I'm just not feeling them right now. But that's all I have to say. I am off to read the next books, which is Gifts. So I'll let you know how that's going. And I will talk to you later, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone's having a good... I can't talk this morning. I hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, evening. Bye.